Oh no, friends. This is bad news. This year's big COLA increase in Social Security monthly benefits is now falling short for millions of Americans. Experts have also announced some important details. Some seniors and retirees may owe the federal government due to these increase in benefits. Friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video, especially if you are a Social Security beneficiary. Also, to say thank you for being part of this community, I will be announcing 2 winners next Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaways. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do, friends, is subscribe to my channel, click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. Friends, the more videos that you watch and then comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. For the past 2 months, the biggest increase in Social Security benefits in 4 decades has been delivering much-needed breathing room for millions of Social Security recipients. But according to a new survey by the Senior Citizens League, 54% of older Americans think that the 8.7% increase in Social Security's cost of living adjustment will not keep up with inflation. Nearly all of the survey's respondents do not think that this year's sizable bump will provide them a chance to get their feet on the ground and catch up on their bills. And furthermore, they worry that the increased income may result in bigger tax bills. This year's beefed-up COLA, which boosted the average retiree benefit by more than $140 per month, will push some retirees over the income thresholds, which are not indexed for inflation, thus requiring them to pay income taxes on part of their Social Security benefit. Many who have not paid tax on their benefits in the past. Mary Johnson, a Social Security policy analyst for the Senior Citizens League, told Yahoo Finance, "Even as inflation moderates, it will be extremely difficult for lower and modest income seniors and those who have been retired the longest to dig out from the shortfall between what Social Security beneficiaries received over the past 2 years. Even as inflation moderates, it will be extremely difficult for lower and modest income seniors and those who have been retired the longest to dig out from the shortfall between what Social Security beneficiaries received over the past 2 years and the effect of actual inflation." According to the Social Security Administration, nearly 9 out of 10 people aged 65 and older receive a Social Security benefit. Among the elderly, Social Security beneficiaries, 12% of men and 15% of women rely on Social Security for 90% or more of their income. So for the typical retiree, it covers about half of their retirement income. Seniors overall have been feeling the gap for months now. Last fall, nearly 2 in 5 of the 1,500 retirees that the Senior Citizens League had surveyed reported that their standard of living had worsened since March of 2020, and that they had depleted savings faster than they had planned. Roughly the same percentage said they had no savings, had piled on debt, and had tapped low-income assistance programs. When the Social Security Administration, the federal government agency that oversees the benefits, had announced the increase for this year, which is the largest since 1980, there was a resounding echo of applause. That is because it raised the average retiree benefit by more than $140 per month. The adjustment, coupled with a decrease in Medicare Part B premiums this year, was expected to make a significant difference in making ends meet for the more than 70 million retired senior citizens and disabled workers. While in January, inflation, as measured by the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers, the same index that's used to calculate the COLA, was 6.3%. That is down from 7.5% a year ago, from the high of 9.1% in June of 2020. Many prices from food to gasoline remain persistently very high. The aim of the annual COLA is to allow beneficiaries to tread water in the face of rising prices and is calculated by averaging together the CPIW, Consumer Price Index, for the third quarter of the year, and then comparing that figure with the same data last year. The once-a-year inflation adjustment began in 1975 under a formula made into law by Congress to help beneficiaries stay abreast of increasing day-to-day living costs. But there are great concerns about how it is calculated. Nancy Altman, co-director of Social Security Work, said, "As important as Social Security's annual cost of living adjustments are, they have not prevented those modest benefits from eroding for many decades." So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on all of this? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Well, my magnificent and most dearest friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Saturday. Thank you, dear friends, for joining me here and for being part of this community. If you would like to enter next week's giveaway, all you have to do, friends, is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My friends, the more videos that you watch and then leave a comment on, the greater your chances of winning the weekly giveaways. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.
166,000 jobs in April. In fact, altogether, since the time we took office, we've created more than 1.5 million jobs in the country. It's the most jobs created in the first 100 days of any president on record, more than 3 times the solid job creation that President Carter saw in his first 100 days, and more than 6 times what President Reagan saw. In the 3 months before I got here, our country was creating roughly 60,000 jobs a month. In the 3 months since we've gotten here, we've been creating on average 500,000 jobs per month. In the first quarter, our economy grew at 6.4% rate, outpacing the growth we're seeing from our friends in the Eurozone. Because of the American Rescue Plan, forecasters are projecting we'll see the fastest economic growth in nearly 40 years in the months to come. We're moving in the right direction. So let's be clear. Our economic plan is working. I never said, and no serious analyst ever suggested, that climbing out of the deep, deep hole our economy was in would be simple, easy, immediate, or perfectly steady. Remember,